See who in here. Hey, much love. You rock that, boy. Hey,
Yo, man.
also my radio mate is in here every Friday night with the shenanigans. He brings he teaches the hip hop community about cannabis. He is a cannabis expert. So today he is coming here with something new to educate us on. We got to show love to my man DC Scroger, one of the biggest in the cannabis community. How are you doing today, sir?
I'm good. I'm good.
I saw your show last night. I saw y'all had 14 or 24 karat wraps.
Oh man, we had these ratchet sticks. Shout out
Ratchet
to my man,
sticks. That's what it
Deuce,
was.
Man.
One Deuce.
Ratchet
You a
Deuce.
mother hunchy wild
Yo,
Deuce.
man,
You
they made ratchet sticks. They made out OG, some hash, and then some distillate, which is what this is here. This is clear. This is 97% THC. Clear is upwards of 92 to 97% pure THC, and that's what this is here. That would be clear. Shout out! I got a back. It looks like honey. However, what it is pure THC extract.
So when you say pure
form.
THC extract, make the people that don't understand, because a lot of y'all just know about flowers.
Flowers.
That right there is the extract, the essence of what you're actually trying to smoke to get that buzz.
Right. What it is that most people know the plant form and the flower form, and they're looking for the green, lime green, and oh, it looks so nice. What actually gets you medicated and has the healing compounds, which is CBD,
Okay.
which is in this jar. I'll explain that in a minute. But are the trichomes that are on the hairs at the end. They're little trichomes. They hold CBD and THC. THC is what gets you the euphoria of being high, what you would say, but medicated. And CBD holds the healing compounds. Now, that's in flower form. Flower form, best grown flower, tested 32, 33, upwards of 33% THC. Most people have never smoked that. That's just the best ever tested with the best growers in the world. When you're talking about extracting, you're talking about extracting those pure trichomes. I'll explain. When you use your grinder and you grind your cannabis up, and at the end of that grinder, there's your keef.
Right.
And you smoke that, you be like, whoa, I'm super lifted, right? Well, that's what we're talking about. Those are the trichomes, and we're talking about those being extracted in different methods. But one of those methods is to extract it through a roto distiller, and it actually takes out all impurities and just leaves gold. And you're talking about green is gold. It literally is. And when we're talking about curing cancer, and we're talking about
A lot of people are passing away right now from cancer.
Exactly. So that's why I'm like, I came here today
To educate
exactly
African Americans on the medicinal of what cannabis, how cannabis helps.
Nobody recreationally uses cannabis. And if you tell me that you do, I'll tell you otherwise. I tell you that you go home, you might roll up a doobie and smoke at the end of the day, and you say, yo, I enjoy smoking. What are you actually doing? You're unwinding and medicating, and you're self-medicating. So what we're talking about in what's curing cancer are extractions of pure THC and CBD. Flower helps cancer and helps you with an appetite. The concentrates is what is given in oil forms, RSO oil, which is another form of concentrate, clear, CBD in 1-to-1, 2-to-1, 3-to-1 ratios. I want to show you this CBD because I walk around with it, and people will think like, oh no, you're not walking around with what I think you're walking around with. Because look.
Most people would think that was cocaine.
They would.
But that's CBD.
It's pure CBD. It's hemp-derived, 99.5% CBD.
And what could you use that with?
You can actually, I make things with it.
Like
coconut oils. You can hit 1-to-1s. This is the medical property that heals you in its purest form. So this doesn't get you high. It doesn't have, it won't. But you can make topicals with it. You can make healing products. Topicals, what I'm talking about is rubs and balms. This is what we're talking about when we're
But
talking
isn't
about
that
pure
why
medicine.
they killed Dr. CB for those type of medicinals? People like you that are bringing education, because a lot of people don't understand there's big business in cancer, and there's a lot of African Americans who get cancer, and we get it more than anybody. So there's big money in cancer treatment.
Right.
They
There's
don't want
pharmaceutical companies.
they don't want people to know about stuff
The
like
reason
that.
why cannabis here.
You okay, brother?
Reason why cannabis here, and this here hemp-derived CBD is outlawed is because of the hemp plant.
Okay.
Hemp. What we're talking about is cannabis's cousin. One seed. This is why hemp is coming back, and 31 states have
Okay.
enacted a hemp program, but a hemp pilot program or legislation right now. What's going on is that hemp itself has classified in a Popular Science article in 1937, 22,000 usages. But hemp itself, the seed, you can eat it. It has 28 grams of protein, more omega-3s than fish oil. You can smash it in biofuel, meaning you can warm your home with it, use it as fuel. Most people know hemp clothing as the stalk. Hemp fiber and stalk is the strongest natural fiber in the world. You can build with it. We're talking hempcrete. And we're talking CBD topical extraction, where you can extract
Why
CBD.
don't they want us to know about this?
What it is that there's some big businesses, right? Back in, I'll give you the history. 1904, USDA classified hemp and cannabis as a cure-all. Your government classified hemp and cannabis as a cure-all. They're also the only people that hold a patent on cannabis. You can't get a patent on cannabis because it's federally illegal, but the government owns one. Now, big business is why. Eli Lilly, William Randolph Hearst. Eli Lilly would be a pharmaceutical mogul of the East during the time, 1920s, 1930s, up 1940s. And then you had a guy named William Randolph Hearst. He is a paper mogul of the West. He also owned the San Francisco Chronicles. I'm going to tell you why you say marijuana and reefer and why you should stop. Reefer madness. And you laugh and joke, but it's not a joke. It's propaganda. What it was articles in the Chronicles put out saying darkies rape white women high off reefer. That's why you and your peoples may call cannabis reefer. Think about it. Marijuana. Mexicans craze off marijuana. Like, that's why you say marijuana today. Stop using those terms. Use it as its medical term, and it's cannabis, because that was propaganda to put us locked up. And
Damn, it's so deep to know so many of these messages, man. Like, a lot of people don't even know all this shit exists.
Nope, they don't have no clue. But what's happening now is, like, through information and education, we can break the stigma. Not to say your way is the right way or my way is the wrong way, because once you challenge somebody, most people's beliefs on the plant are been brought forth through propaganda or faith-based. And once you challenge one person, you're going to challenge their soul. They ain't going to listen to you, no matter how many facts you give them. So just give them information. Because I know this, when this right here, when your family member has cancer, and it's stage 4, and all you want is your family member some relief and not be opiate, you can talk to them. I get those calls, man. I get those calls. I get those calls when all those medicine and opiates are no longer working, and you want relief, not the cure, just relief for terminally ill pain, right? So, and I have to say this. I have to say this disclaimer. The U.S. has not classified cannabis as medicine, so me calling it medicine, don't sue me.
But they utilize it for medicinal purposes.
Oh yes, it is known facts. This is right now. This is why I'm like really so passionate about what I do. It's now or never for you. Right now, you live in D.C. You live in a city and a state where you can legally grow cannabis. You need to be growing. No jokes, no laughing. Them billions they talking about. We the consumers. $2 trillion buying power. It's you that they going after. So if you can legally grow in a city and state where you can grow at, and you consume cannabis, man, I be calling, I'm to keep it 100, man, I call you a cotton picker. Today's consumption be the cotton picking of old, and they banking on you. So you might not know how to grow, but when Bill Gates and Steve Jobs walked out them garages with them boxes, everybody laughed at them too. think of all the businesses derived from them boxes. That's where we're at with this hemp and cannabis, yo. Cannabis, hemp itself, industrial hemp. Cannabis is my pinky toe in comparison to the money. We talking pinky toe money, cannabis industry compared to industrial hemp. This is the future of this country. There's tracts of land being bought up. North Carolina's hit West Virginia. I was planting in West Virginia recently. I was looking at in Virginia here last week at potential farms. Maryland is going live. You have 31 states, Kentucky, Colorado. I'm going out to Colorado. Colorado Direct Produce. Shout out to you. 40 acres in 4 days they planted. They grow so much hemp out there this last harvest that the processor couldn't keep up and they sold half of it. Yeah. And they looking at a bigger processor now so they can, process it all rather than let the crop go to waste and it not go to process. This is CBD derived hemp. We're not talking fibrous stalks. There's differences. There's actually called a tri-crop. What you really want to be doing if you're thinking about total sustainability is a tri-crop of hemp where it's not only with the stalk, they also give CBD extraction and you seed production. A hemp plant will not get you high. If you see hemp growing around, you cut it down thinking it's cannabis. There's nothing that you can really do with it except through processing. And that is where the extractions come in. This is where the extractions come in, y'all. And most people are thinking of just flower. I had 4 back surgeries 2 years ago. I don't pop pills. 4 back surgeries 2 years ago. When I smoke flower, my back spasms kick in. It takes about 10 minutes for them to quell, right? Concentrates, what you know is dab, but dab is actually a verb. It's not a noun. Wax, concentrates, oil, shatter. We're talking sauce.
He pull that shit out his
Live
pocket like it
resin.
ain't nothing. Like it's just it's. Damn, you got extra one to pull one out for me too. Shit.
This is some sauce right here.
Sauce. He call that
This is
sauce.
There's different extractions, and this is not just wax or dabs. There's different extraction methods and how it's done, and you ought to educate yourself on what you're consuming in your body.
Hey, where can the people find you at? I know you're here every Friday night for the education of the marijuana, because you break it all the way down to me all the time. I be amazed. I be sitting in the car for hours just talking to him and shit, just listening to him go on and on about cannabis and all the because a lot of cats don't know the education behind it.
This is the future we're talking about, and most people looking at it like in the chump change mindset. You thinking it of street corner and thinking that now it's DC is legal, or this you trying to take the street corner, the street corner. This is business. This is not street corner. This is legitimate business, and the sooner you go legitimize and go incorporate your business and pay taxes on whatever you're doing, the better you'll be off, and the more you'll feel about yourself is not illegitimate. You're legitimate, but you have to educate yourself. And most people want in on Canada and don't have the education. If you don't understand what I'm talking about right now, since I've been saying what I've been talking about, you don't deserve to be in cannabis industry. Do you get me?
Talk about the different cities like Philly. Is it going to their cities?
It's going everywhere, man. Everywhere it's hit, man. I go everywhere.
All right. If they need to talk to you about growing and you helping them grow,
that's what I do. I grow.
What can they reach you at?
Yo, you can on all socials.
All
I
socials.
tell you to DM me. All socials.
They don't know your social. Give me your social.
DC Scroger. DCSCROGER. Think of 2 G's as Frogger, but 1 G. Scrogging, acronym, screen of green. We got legal plants in this city of 6. Your 6 is your child's bedroom. 1 plant, 1 light, 1.5 pound plants. Look, for what you want to go out here and spend, you can grow. Keep it 100. You want to spend in equipment, you can grow pounds forever legally in the city. You can walk out the house with 2 ounces on you. The law does not say how much you could grow, how much you can have in your house growing. It's just that you can walk out the house with 2 ounces. I scrog it out. maximum production, maximum yield, where we're at limited plant count. We're talking like half-pound plants. One.
Damn. And they be having 6 of them.
6.
Hey, make sure y'all follow him at DC Scroger everywhere. So every social media, he be posting a lot of crazy ass posts about plant giveaway. He be giving away plant seeds.
Seed share this week.
Seed share. He do all of that,
Next
man.
Saturday, man.
Where
We got
at?
a seed share, man.
Where at?
Check this out. Up the street at Meister from 4:20 to 7:10. I'm doing a free seed share.
And this
for
is
the
in
city.
Washington, D.C.
Washington, D.C., Georgia Avenue, 4708 Georgia Avenue. Go on Eventbrite, register. The tickets are free. I'm also giving a grow class after to show you what to do with those beans. And there's an after party secret session after that at a private location. It's an all-day affair starting at 4:20. That's a big time for us.
Okay.
And 7:10 is also a big time. If you've seen hashtag 710, flip that upside down. It means oil. It's just written upside down. 710. That's what it means. All right. So yeah, y'all be blessed. Be safe.
Hey, listen. Shout out hiphopondeck.com. Y'all find that interview posted on hiphopondeck.com and all the information in relations to Scroger and cannabis. If you need to get with them, hit them up at DC Scroger. It's going to be crazy. Shout out hiphopondeck.com.
Out, man.
Every Saturday, 1 to 4 p.m. WLVS Radio, ListenVisualLive.com, the Eddie Kayne Radio Show. Make sure you tune into the mixtape. Make sure you tune into the hottest interviews. Get that education from brothers like my bro Scroger, man. It's going to be crazy, man. Only on the hottest website, hiphopondeck.com. Hey, yo, we got the top 12 countdown video coming right after this. Only on the Eddie Kayne Show.